Martha, how's your day been, you
It has
sweetie?
been beautiful. It has been beautiful.
My little
I'm
schmuck
yelling.
up. I love you, Martha. I love you, Martha. I love you, Martha.
My name is Omar Grandberry, and this is the very first episode of my new TV show, Exposed. Did you know that Bobby Charles is an evil person? Yeah, you must be just as surprised as I was. This is the truth. It saddens me to say that the person I'm going to expose first is someone that I thought would be the love of my life. So, in this very first episode, I have to expose Bobby Charles, the evil man. Robbie, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you and how did you meet Bobby Charles?
So I am a master mechanic from Mosley's. I specialize in performance, and I am a very bubbly, outgoing, zesty type of guy. I met Bobby when he was trying to purchase a vehicle with Carmine, and I happened to have a Rock Auto for sale, cheaper than a brand new. So he asked me to take them on a test drive, and that's how we met. So Carmine was in the back, I was in passenger because he wanted me to be his passenger princess, which I'm okay with, you know. He's a silver fox, you know. So we took off. He was driving very fast, very dangerously. You know, he's a risky type of man. And at one point, he slid over his hand instead of hitting the gear shift, and he just kind of caressed my leg, and then went back to the gear shift, which I was like, okay, I see where you're going. After driving around for a while, we stopped behind the Legion Bank, sorry. And he says, "Hey, Robbie, come up with me to a more scenic, beautiful, romantic place." So we climb up about 15 stories to the top of the building, and it's a beautiful sunset, and he goes to the ledge, looks at me in the eyes, and he says, "Come here, hug me." So we hug, and he starts kissing my neck, and gets really, really close to me, and then he slaps my butt, and as he does that, throws me off the goddamn building. When I was getting picked up by the medic, when he took me up the building, she said that he does this a lot and he shouldn't be getting away with it anymore.
He does what a lot?
Throws people off the building but seduces them first. I went back to Mosley's after, you know, my legs got put in braces, and he was there, and he immediately started fighting me again, and I beat his ass, but then Carmine knocked me out.
While you were still injured, he fought you?
Oh yeah, I was not recovered at all. No. And then Carmine knocked me out. And then a few days later, I watched Bobby's car get repossessed because he's broke. I saw his car get repossessed, and the guy that repossessed his car brought it to Mosley. They had all these customizations taken off. And then I called Bobby about it, says, "Hey, is your car getting repossessed?" And he goes, and he just yells really loudly, like screechingly loud, yells, "I don't want to talk about it," and hung up. And then there's something happened with Bobby today.
Oh, tell me about what happened.
So I'm at the hospital with Carola, picking up some bandages, and I see someone carrying almost unconscious, but incapacitated Bobby Charles up to the doors. And then he gets stopped by Mr. K and a guy called Peanut. And they start arguing, and then Mr. K slapped his balls on his forehead. And he was like on his forehead.
And what was Bobby's reaction?
Not much. He blushed a little bit, but he wasn't like a man who was panicking that he has balls on his face. I tell you that much. I would have been screaming.
How do you feel about Bobby now?
Heartbroken. Whenever I see him, I feel rage, embarrassment. I feel like I want to cry and I want to scream. I don't want to see him.
He hurt you that much, huh?
I'm heartbroken.
Okay, so this is the spot, huh?
Yes. He was standing exactly where I am standing. And he told me to look him in the eyes, deep in his eyes, and then grab my arms. He pulled me close, and then he kissed my neck. And then he walked up behind me, slapped my ass, and he pushed me up this ledge. I have to speak about this.
You are brave, Robbie. You are brave.
Thank you.
Man, so look, everybody always acting like Bobby Charles is a victim, bro. Bobby Charles ain't no victim. Okay, he the one going around doing stuff. Now, he's done plenty of things to me. When he was in jail, when I was in jail, you know what he made me do, bro? He made me grab his pocket, hold it, walk around with it, and call him Big Daddy. I swear to God. I swear to
Oh
God.
my
I was
goodness.
like, Bobby, please don't do this to me, Bobby.
It's not
Please,
right.
Bobby. Yeah, he was like, shut up, you maggot. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, man. Like, I'm trying to tell you, the dude is crazy. Y'all got to stay away from Bobby. Stay away from Bobby Charles. He might be the warden, but I'm telling you, I don't know how he got that position. Something's up.
I met Bobby at the hospital. It was a very weird experience because I just saw him as a very aggressive, sad person. He kept calling me old and he was very violent. I felt sorry for him, but I didn't really pay him much attention. Something about him, I don't know. I never met a person who was able to put me in my place. You know what I mean? Everybody's talking about Bobby Charles, Bobby Charles. So I reached out to him and I asked him, hey, you know what? I feel like you're a little bit obsessed with me. You know, you can just tell me because each and every time you are around me, you want to touch me, you know? You want to pretend that you hate me, but I can feel it. I'm not stupid. I met him in prison. And then he took me out on a date. It's very sweet. He kept telling me a nice story about a movie. I think the movie's called Old Yeller. And he took me out to a very beautiful lake. And I enjoyed the view. And he kept asking me, do you like what you see? You know, just take a look at this beautiful scenery. And it was beautiful. The sun was setting. It was so quiet. I was with Bobby. He turned around and then boom! Bobby Charles shot me instead of making love to me. I was devastated. So devastated, but also sexually aroused. He seduced me. I don't know what he did, but he put a spell on me. So I decided to go and visit him again in prison. That day, he betrayed me. He wanted to spend time with me alone, and we were hugging, kissing, just telling me all these nice things. And then I found out that he called another woman. He called Barbara to come to prison too. And then all of a sudden, he was saying all these nice things to her. And he ignored me. He pretended as if I wasn't there. He proposed to Barbara right in front of my eyes. He's evil. He hurt me. He broke my heart.
into a million pieces. I'm sorry, I need to take a break. I can't. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'll be back.
I love you, Martha.